Assalamualaikum and good morning, honorable panelists, teachers, parents, students, and friends. First of all, I would like to welcome you all to this prestigious panel discussion about the sport gives a good pathway for youth. My name is Adenin Hibria binti Amar Rosni and I am one of the authors from Sport Magazine and I will be the moderator for the discussion. Sport is such an activity that can be taken up by anyone at any age and any point in life. Adults, children, and elders, everyone alike can take part in sport. Many regard sports as mere co-curricular or extracurricular activity in school. However, in reality, sports play an equal important role as does education in person's life. To achieve overall and all-round development in life, one should be well-versed in both sport and culture. While training sharpens the mind, sport sharpens the body and fitness. Thus, both are essential. Before the discussion begins, allow me to introduce the panelists. Our first panelist is Akmal bin Abdul Aziz, who is a coach at Bukit Jalil Sports School. Second, Alia Idina binti Muhammad Jafar, who is a physiotherapist for sport. Next is Fariha Munira binti Ilyas, who is a minister of sport and youth. And our last panelist is Ahmad Shazrul Izwan bin Ahmad Fitri, who is a sportsman. Let's begin our discussion with first panelist, Mr. Akmal. You, as a coach, how can you explain about the positive impacts about sport towards youth nowadays? Welcome.
Thank you to the moderator. The perceived and objective benefits of participation in sport for children and adolescents are numerous and span multiple domains, including physical, physiological, and social development. First and foremost, participation in sport fosters vigorous physical activity and energy expenditure. In 1999, the Centers of Disease Control reported that only 50% of youth engaged in regular exercise, illustrating the need for school and community organizations to promote and facilitate physical activity. In a more recent study by Toyano et al., only 42% of elementary school children overtook the recommended daily amount of physical activity, and only 8% of adolescents met this goal. Research has shown that childhood obesity is a good predictor of adult obesity, and it is estimated that 1/3 of children born in the year of 2000 and beyond will encounter diabetes at some point in their life. Organized sport have been shown to assist in breaking the vicious cycle of inactivity and unhealthy lifestyle by improving calorie expenditure, increasing time spent away from entertainment media, and minimizing unnecessary snacking. The chaotic lifestyle of working parents and have facilitated an increase in consumption of meal on the go, which are often higher in calories, fat, sugars. The average American now consumes 31% more calories, 56% more fat, and 14% more sugar than previous years. Organized sport comply with Michelle Obama's initiative Let's Move to combat childhood obesity by fulfilling the recommended physical activity requirement for children of 60 minutes a day, 5 days a week for 6 of 8 weeks. In addition to promoting movement, youth sport provide a venue for learning, practicing and developing gross motor skill. Successfully acquisition of motor skill at young age improve the likelihood of future participation in that activity in adulthood. In 2010, the Center of Disease Control reported a positive correlation between students and participated in high levels of physical activities and improved academic achievement, decreased risk of heart disease and diabetes, improved weight control and less psychological dysfunction. Conversely, Conversely, children who are obese often experience the diminished quantity of life, learning difficulties, decreased self-confidence, and social discrimination. In a longitudinal longitudinal study which looked at activity level in the same children at 9 years of age and then again at 15 years of age. Adolescent girls fell short of recommended daily 60 minutes of activity and early age than did boys. Both genders shown a decrease in physical activity as they transitioned to adolescence. Rate of participation in sport for suburban youth appear to be similar between boys and girls. However, urban and rural girls show significantly less activity than boys of similar residential status. Further, girls of color from a variety of ethnic backgrounds report lower level of activity compared with Caucasian girls and boys from the same age. Often the reality of living in lower socioeconomic neighborhood contribute to inactivity and with more limited access to organized sport programs and facility. In addition to influencing physical health and warding off the negative consequences of obesity, this participation in sport can also impact other high-risk health-related behavior for boys and girls. A 2000 study reported by Pei et al. Investigate the relationship between participation in sport and health-related behavior in US youth. Both male and female athletes were more likely to eat fruit and vegetables and less likely to engage in smoking and illicit drug taking. The frequency of binge drinking remained consistent between athlete and non-athlete of both gender. Male athletes were less likely than their non-athlete counterpart to sniff glue or carry a weapon. Not a risky behavior performed by adolescents were curbed with participation in sport. However, the majority of teenagers who participate in sport appear to be less interested in taking health risks than non-athletes. The amount of type of risky behavior engaged by adolescent athletes and non-athletes have been shown to vary according to gender, ethnic, and socioeconomic status. That's all from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Akmal, for the explanation. Everyone, from that, we can conclude that the rate of people participate in sport is increased day by day because of the important positive impact that it gives. Okay, let's move to the next panelist, Miss Alia. Youth nowadays thought that being involved in sport may give them a temporary injury. So, in your opinion, in your opinion, are they true or not? Miss Alia, welcome.
Assalamualaikum to the fellow moderator and the respectable panel members. First of all, I would like to thank to our moderator for the marvelous question. To cut through the case, the issue is mainly about sport injury. The sport injury is a bit like losing money. If we look through it closely, not only do you lose whatever you earn, but you also have to work hard to make up the money you have lost. Take it from me, our sport physiotherapist. Sports injury is one of the most frustrating and debilitating occurrences that can happen to anyone who is or isn't serious about their health, fitness, sport, and exercise. In one of my experiences, I got some information from athletes who get injured. From that, I recognize that there are a few things that they are not giving focus, and because of that, they get easily injured. To start my point, you must be in proper physical condition to play sport. It means if you want to play sport, you must keep your body condition healthy over the summer. Conditioning helps ensure that muscles stay strength during exercise. Secondly, don't forget to hydrate yourself. Dehydration can easily be avoided by drinking water before and after exercise. Drinking fluids 30 minutes prior to participating in any activity is encouraged. Water breaks should also be taken every 50 to 20 minutes during activity. The more active you are, the more fluids you should be putting back into your body. Don't forget to bring extra water to stay hydrated. Thirdly, you must warm up before playing. You must start every activity with a good warm-up that should be less than 50 to 20 minutes long to raise your heartbeat and your body temperature. This can be done by starting an easy cardiovascular exercise and finishing up with a simple stretch. Once you are done with this, you are less likely to get injured and likely perform well. Warming up can increase your blood fluidity and get muscles to be more flexible. You may simply start your sport slowly or practice specific stretching or mental evaluation depending on your activity. That means you need to pay attention to the signs of your body that involves your physical needs. Besides that, we must use recommended safety equipment when playing sport. It is misunderstanding when people think that the equipment are for those who are considered weak. Contrarily, it involves everyone. Wearing proper equipment can secure your knees, hands, teeth, eyes, and legs. Remember this, never play without your safety gear. Last but not least, many people do not pay attention to the safety signboard at gymnasium, playground, or any sports arena. Rules and regulations are set in place for a reason to help prevent any injury. Make sure you pay attention to what is being instructed by coach and referees to help you play more safely with teams and opponents. So, the conclusion is, Malaysian youth can avoid injuries while playing sport if the rules are obeyed. Perhaps, the tips that I shared before will make you guys more secured from injuries. Remember this, sports will make me healthier and not injured. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you for the brief yet complex explanation, Ms. Alia. We can see from the doctor's perspective that injury is based on your concern about their safety during their sport time. If they are concerned about it, they will take precaution steps to prevent from any injuries and incidents during they play sport. Let's move to our next question for the panelists. Ms. Farihan, as Minister of Youth and Sport, can you explain about the function of sport in national development among youth? Welcome you, Ms. Farihan.
Thank you for our moderator today. Most members of community in the country are interested in sport. Realizing this fact, the government has spent a lot of money to provide sport infrastructure to people. Currently, playground, badminton hall, athletic courts, and other sport facilities are being built in the curtains areas. The government are willing to do that because of the realization that sport are not only give benefit for individuals, but also contribute towards the development of the country. Health experts recognize that sport activities are important for health. It is because all the organs in human body become active. The heart will function properly. The body will produce sweat with help in burning fat. Thus, the problem of excess fat in the body can be avoided and the body become healthier. For example, while playing football, badminton, and other sports, physical health will affect the mental health of individuals. A physical and mental health society can do their job as well and in helping the development of the country. Your leisure time can be utilized by sport because this activity is usually can do in any time and anywhere. In that way, you do not waste time on useless things. You do not have the opportunities to join gangster groups and engage in drug abuse. I believe that sport activities can reduce social illness among youth. Otherwise, it can produce quality youth who can contribute to the development of the country. Sport can also foster friendship and unity among the people of the country. When a certain type of sport is represented by participants from the various races, they will work together and help each other to achieve one goal, which is success. While in the group, there is a sense of belonging among them. This spirit is very important to create racial unity in our country. In addition, unity can also be shown among the audience when they support the same team. The value of this unity is foundation for the people to develop the country. When a country is selected to host an international sporting event, the country concerned will be visited by players, officials, journalists, and supporters from various countries. They will of course spend as long as they are in the country concerned. The flow of the foreign currency that occurs is of course beneficial to the country. Upon return, they will promote interesting places in the host country to the friend. In the long run, the situation can develop the tourism industry in the country concerned. In addition, the image of the country can be enhanced through sports. This is because when a country participates in world-class sport, the name of the country concerned will be known, let alone if the country concerned excels in a game. For example, Brazil is synonymous with a football and Malaysia is associated with greatness in the sport of badminton. The success of country in organizing world-class sports also glorifies the name of the country. For example, Malaysia's ability to host indirectly enlighten the eyes of the international community on this draft nation ability to host world-class sports. In addition, sport activities are important not only to produce quality youth, but also to help the development of the country, thereby enhancing the country image. Realizing the importance, you should team themselves with sport that suit their respective interests, abilities, and capabilities. In this regard, effort to increase public awareness of sport should be implemented from time to time. This, this goal will achieve if we appreciate the slogan at one sports for the nation. That's all.
Thank you, Ms. Farihani. From her explanation, we can see that your achievement is meaningful to national development. Let's move to our last panelist, Mr. Izwan. Can you explain what are the important impact athlete to young generation? Welcome.
Thank you, moderator, for introduction. The impact athlete to young generation for all results measured. A survey by the Kaiser Family Foundation provides a clear answer as to how a professional athlete sportsmanship was perceived by kids. 74% say it's common for a pro athlete to yell at a referee. 52% say that trash talking opponent is the norm, and 46% say it's not uncommon for athletes to take cheap shot at opponent. The same children that it wasn't uncommon to see those same behavior while playing sport among their peers. A sport athlete mentally may teach children that it's okay to yell and fight to get what they want. Another impact athlete to young generation is fitness. Athletes do teach children about the hard work that it takes to become the best at a given sport. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention report that almost 20% of children aged 6 to 11 years old are considered obese. This is due in part to sedentary video game lifestyle. By looking up to their favorite athlete, children may be more inspired to hit the court, get outside and play to stay active. This can translate to an impeccable work ethic and a higher degree of fitness on and off the field. A lifestyle of athlete also is impact athlete to a young generation. The lifestyle that athlete depending on the athlete can have a mixed effect on children. Some athletes work hard, provide for their families, and participate in charity work for the community. Others concentrate on making money, living the high life, and getting endorsement deals. The trick to finding an athlete role model for your child is to find one that you like your own child to be like when she or he becomes an adult. The athlete lifestyle can be fulfilling and happy or indulgent and ridden with scandal. Choose the one you like your own child to emulate. Another impact athlete to young generation is form social and community bonds. For many kids, playing sport is a great way to make new friends. Participating on a team can give your children a chance to get to know others in their neighborhood, school, and local areas. Often, this friendship lasts even after the season's end. Kids can reflect on fun time spent together and share interests. Also, playing in a local league helps build a stronger connection with the community. Young people will get to know adults who serve as volunteer coach or league officials. They can build relationships with these trusted adults who can be important role models. And your children can witness the value of volunteer service firsthand. They can understand what it means to be a positive community contributor. Last but not least, learn how to face and overcome challenge. The benefit of youth sports participation extend beyond the field, court or arena. Through playing sport, your children can learn to make quick decisions and work as a team. This positive quality will serve them well in future career. Sometimes, young athletes face the discomfort that comes from being in the spotlight or having teammates rely upon them, and the disappointment of at least one difficult loss is inevitable. Still, most young athletes know they have the full support of their coach and family. They learn that they have the strength to face adversity. Tough experience in sport can help young people build resilience that stays with them well into adulthood. Take it from Kevin Durant. So many people believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. So many people doubted me and motivated me every single day to be who I am. I failed so many times and got back up. I've been through the toughest time with my family, but I'm still standing. For example, one of a young athlete remember feeling nervous about pitching for his youth baseball team. He also knew his family would appreciate his contribution no matter the outcome. As he grown to face for far, as he grown to face far more complex situations, both in his personal and business life, he looked back on his early pitching days. Now he recognized how the experience taught him that he can weather any challenge. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Izwan. Sport has proved a good impact for your discipline and behavior. So we believe that sport will give a good pathway for your future. Thank you very much for the panelists because sharing their ideas and giving a lot of information. I'm honored to be part of this discussion. Thank you for being cooperate and spending your time to be here. For the audience, thank you for participating and lending your ears for us. I hope that all of you receive what the discussion are all about. So I ended it with Assalamualaikum and have a good day, everyone.